Hi, I'm Sam and I want to show you how to make a back bounce mount on a long line. In my opinion, a back bounce mount is really a good alternative for mounting high lines and mid lines. Especially if you have knee problems, sometimes the chongo mount is a bit painful, and with the back bounce mount you have a more flowy movement. It's slightly more difficult, but as soon as you've learned it, it's not that difficult as you might think at the beginning. First thing you have to learn is just lying on the back. I'm gonna show you that on this line. This line is quite long, it's 330 meters. And for lying on the back, it's good to have lines that are not too tensioned. If they are too tight, it's more hectic, it's a bit more difficult. So take a quite loose line just to learn lying on the back. Okay, first step of lying on the back is you can start sitting like this and hang in 1 foot below the line to hold yourself and then slowly lay back. And the line is really below my spine and I can let everything hang down. My hands are hanging down, my feet are hanging down. When I let everything hang down, my center of gravity is a lot lower, it's below the line, so it's super easy to keep the balance. My gaze is pointed to the front, to the tree. And then when I manage to do that, I start trying to take my legs up. First only the knees, then really the whole legs, still with the arm hanging down. Then the opposite. As soon as this also works, I try with both. And when this works, then I start trying to get momentum. The important thing with the length of the line is, if the line is short, then the movements become hectic. The bounce is really fast. When the line is long, the bounces are slow. On the other hand, it's a bit more difficult to control the standing up on a long line than on a short line. Try what's best for you. I would consider not to go below 30 meters because otherwise it's so hectic that you can't really control it. And if you take short lines, take nylon lines, take bouncy lines, and it will make your life easier. Okay, next step. Now you're able to really lie on the back on the line. You're able to get the momentum and to really bring your body to the front, onto your feet. You can pull with one leg. So you start bouncing up and down, and in the lowest part you go into this position. And that's an important position to learn because here you block yourself with the legs. You only have your arms to balance. So get this position correctly. Try to pull this foot as close to your butt as you can, because then it's easier to get your body over the feet. Okay, I get momentum again, and when I'm at the lowest point, I go to this position and pull myself up. Before you really try to stand up, you can also just go to the sitting position first. So just make the switch between back bounce and sit bounce, and back bounce and sit bounce. So I start like this, go to the back, up, down again. And when this works well, I also use the other foot. Oops, not like this, but rather like going to sitting position with both feet on the line and back again. Okay, now at the highest point of your bounce, you switch this foot from hooking to standing on the line. So during a short moment you have all the weight just on this leg. So I show it again. I bounce, when I'm down I hook in, and at the highest point I switch. So one last point I'd like to add is that when the slackline is going down to the front of you, it's a lot easier to mount it. That means Here is the tree, here the line goes up, and if I watch the tree, then it's a lot harder to pull my body weight over my feet. Step 1, lie on the line with everything hanging down. Step 2, lie on the line with your arms up. Step 3, let your arms hang down, but take your feet up. Step 4, take everything up. Step 5, make the same thing with bouncing, like this. Next step, take one leg onto the line and try bouncing with the rest. Next step, hang one foot in and start bouncing. Next step, hang one foot in and hold the other on the line. Next step, try switching between sit bouncing and back bouncing, like up and down. Und so weiter. Dann kommt der Rest.